Live, on tape, from Production Room 6, it's the John, Jay, and Rich BTS podcast with Joey and Grant.
All right, so welcome to the John, Jay, and Rich Behind the Scenes podcast at JJR BTS with Joey and Grant. I'm Joey Bradfish. That's Grant Inman over there.
What's up? You can follow us on all the social medias. You can follow Joey Bradfish at Joey Bradfish. You can follow me at Pomo and Kitch. Also, what you have? What's your podcast called? Dad Hats with Joey Bradfish. That's actually a good. That's a good podcast name. Dad Hats. Are you starting a new one?
No, I don't have a new podcast.
Check out Dad Hats with.
I had the pandemic thing, but
what's going on with that?
Nothing. I'm over it.
I
don't want to talk about it anymore. It's not interesting.
Talking about the pandemic?
Yeah.
Your podcast was interesting, though.
Thanks.
Very interesting. People of the pandemic, if you want to hear that, I have a podcast called My Funeral Home Stories, How to Become a Terrible Person. Anyway, what's new with you, JB? It's been a couple weeks. We were going to record last week, but I think neither of us were in the mood by the time.
No, as you hear, well, you may hear, things have certainly changed on the show. Roles have changed on the show.
What?
On
the BTS.
Yes. Should we?
Rick and Gary?
Rick and Gary. Well, Rick Radfish.
Rick Radfish.
And Gary
Johansson.
Yeah, so Grant is now We're still working it out.
Yeah.
We're still massaging things, but I think, you're going to be in a room with me at all times.
I'm the new vice president of iHeartMedia.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a big week. No, it's cool because for the last 6 years, maybe since maybe my internship ended, I've been in a room.
No, it's still going.
Yeah, I'm still an intern. No, I was going to say, I used to be in a separate room far away from all the happenings.
Right.
And now I really, really feel like I'm connected to the John, Jay, and Rich show.
Yeah.
Does that make it's like fun? It's more fun.
I get it.
It's more stressful. I've had more sleepless nights in the last week, but I'm not sure if that's because by the time I get home, I'm just kind of stressed out, and you just keep working. Like you, obviously, you know this.
Yeah. And you'll get used to it.
We were talking about rabbit holes, and I was like, man, I can't wait to go down this rabbit hole. And you're like, I remember when I used to do that. It was very much like a Step Brothers. I remember when I had my first beer.
Yeah, the YouTube rabbit holes, they've stopped a little bit. I think I might get into it this weekend, though.
They've slowed down for me quite a bit because I got a Nintendo Switch. I don't know if we talked about that.
I don't think, maybe.
Dude, okay. I don't know what my online name is, but I've been playing Mario Kart online and Mario Maker, and I think there's another game, Star Wars Marvel Lego 2, whatever, really complicated franchise stuff.
Okay.
But I don't know what my online name is, but if you play Mario Kart online and you want me to be in your group, send me your name. I've had a couple of people send me their name.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, I am so ready to just start destroying people that listen to the JJR BTS
So
podcast.
Are you doing that already? Are you doing a lot of online stuff, or are you just doing
here's the problem with online gaming. This is what I've figured out. My internet is garbage.
Oh.
Unless I'm in my room, so I play handheld on my bed like I'm 14. Yeah. It's just like it's really, my cat is like, hey, come out and be social, and I'm like, listen, I'm playing Ryu in Japan right now. And no, that's the problem. Is depending on when you play and where you can do regional or you can do worldwide. The other day I got on worldwide at like noon, and I won like 4 races.
Wow.
And I was Caitlin. It was my girlfriend's me character, and so they had a crown on her, and she was just walking around like the globe.
Damn.
And I was like,
flexing. So is it like, is the Switch? Can you like move it around like Wii?
Yeah, but that's. I think that was one of those things that was a selling point when they first put it out. But I turned all those controls off.
Okay.
Because it's funny to watch Caitlin play Mario Kart because she's got it handheld.
Yeah.
If we're not playing on TV, and she'll be like this. She'll like lean over.
I never liked that.
I hate it. I want to just sit and I want to hold a controller.
Well, we grew up with like Game Gears and the Nomad.
What was
Sega Nomad?
I don't remember the Nomad.
Dude.
I remember the Game Gear and Game Boy.
The Sega Nomad, it was just like the Game Gear, only you could put legit Sega games.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. So you didn't have to buy the Game Gear games. You could just put your regular games in there. But you had to put like 8 AA batteries in there, and they were sucked up in like an hour.
I really, you know how we've talked about it on the podcast before. We both like the older video games, right? You and I both like Nintendo 64. We've had days where you've come over and played Nintendo 64. Mm-hmm. I don't want a gaming system that's so real.
Yeah.
That to me doesn't interest me. Like
that's
an Xbox,
not a game. That's real life.
Yeah. I'm like, I could just walk down the streets of Gilbert and see Cyberpunk 77.
I don't want to kill people on a game. I want to,
right.
have fun on Mario Kart.
I want cartoon violence.
Exactly.
I don't need to see grotesque. That doesn't, it's not like the horror games and stuff like that, the VR stuff. Maybe some of that's interesting, but I just don't need to spend $1,000 on a gaming system.
Man, I could, if you put a Nintendo 64 in front of me with Super Mario 64, you wouldn't see me. And I don't play video games at all.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see me for hours.
Well, they upgraded Mario 64 for the Switch.
Oh man.
And now it's in a 3-pack. And I'm like, man, I really want that. But I've already played Nintendo 64 to the nth degree. It's like, do I really want to beat it on another system 100%?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
It sounds like I need to get a Switch.
Dude, I'm trying to
We could just be switching when we're hanging out in that room. Fuck the show.
The phones are just lighting up. And we're just ringing.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, so how are you feeling? Obviously, it is kind of our job to talk about some of the BTS stuff on the John Jay and Rich show because by name.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about everything? What do you think about the show the last couple of weeks? What are you thinking about?
Just like anything at any job, you need time to adjust.
For sure.
And I think we are adjusting accordingly. There may be some new faces at some point. But like having you on the phones, you've taken that and made it your own, and it's been very, very beneficial for the show.
The callers are a little different nowadays, I feel like. A little different.
But that's fine.
They're like
funny's funny.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
We had a beaver trapper from Colorado named Scott.
That's what they call me.
Yeah, it's Joey's nickname in college.
That's terrible. That's not even funny. That's gross.
Good. Yeah, but it's cool. But what's funny is this guy, he's so passionate about wildlife, about animals, insects, and I'd never heard that on the John Jay and Rich show before, and I was like, this is what we need. We need this weird, not weird, but just like a different perspective on some things, right?
Yeah.
Like I would never have thought about half the stuff he said about skunks. And did you hear some of that?
I heard a little bit of it. I feel like I'd like to talk to that guy myself since I used to do a lot of hunting, and that sort of, and did a lot of wildlife stuff. But
have you gone hunting out here in Arizona?
No, I've been trying to find someone to go with because I don't want to go by myself. Like I've been trying to find that friend that I could go do a weekend trip with, and like go hunting and like stay somewhere and whatever. But I haven't found that friend yet. I did meet a guy at a bar one night.
Good start.
You're right. When I was hammered,
yeah,
and we were talking about hunting for like 2 hours, and I gave him my number, and I was like, "We're going hunting together," because I was hammered. And then the next morning, I'm like, "I'm not going to do this."
Did he ever contact you?
He did. Yeah.
Oh.
He was a little bit older, not like old, but like in his 40s. Married guy. His wife was there. She was talking to Chanel, and I was like, I get on these kicks when I'm drinking. I get very friendly. Otherwise, I don't want to be friends with anyone.
Dude, I think that's a good way to put it. I would not that you don't want to be, not that you're not friendly when you're not drinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do have you go from being introverted to extroverted. It's like a butterfly.
That's alcohol for you. But I feel like I tried to develop relationships, not just it's weird.
Yeah.
Like I go in hard.
Well, yeah, you're not just trying to be like, hey, let's be friends. You're like, let's.
You're coming over tomorrow.
Let's make a plan.
Yeah. What's the next 5 years of our relationship gonna look like?
So how many good guy friends do you think you have? Like your roster of like actual friends in terms of.
Are we talking party friends or good friends?
Both.
Oh,
because I'm trying to I'm trying to just come up with a number, and I've got a very small number.
I've got a pretty. I mean, there are a lot of people that I would call on for favors or help, and there were a lot of people that I would just like go and have a beer with. But actually, you know what? I don't have party friends anymore because I don't really
Right.
like back in the day. I definitely had a lot of party friends, but like the friends that I have now, they're in the group of they're good friends,
Right.
and they'll go out and have beers with me. Like I'm not doing the latter. I'm not doing just the party friend. But that was the thing. That was the thing before. It's like, well, he's just a party friend. It's fine. He's cool when we're out drinking, but other than that, he's not a friend.
That's interesting. I think I don't even know if I had good friends when I was drinking, but I think like I make like a.
You seem very violent when you're drinking. From what you talk about,
I was super fun. I was like the funnest drunk. But like my personality was the opposite, where you said you were introvert to extrovert. I was like extrovert to insanity. Like it took my personality to like I would be like, let's try this stuff. Let's go do some things. And you're like, bad idea.
Yeah, I've never been that. My friend Tim, he used to be that guy where he would just let's do this, and I'm like, nah.
Tim's a drummer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim, I feel like him and I would be similar in that regard. Like he seems like he would have been. Does he drink? Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, not as much as we both used to.
Used to party.
Oh, it was bad.
Because he was the drummer for the band
Slovakia?
What band?
The one I managed?
Yeah.
Where does New Cool?
And now he's the drum tech for Slightly Stupid.
Dirty Hits.
Fuck me. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude.
That's fine.
No,
I mean, it's the same genre.
Similar genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's weird because I actually I messaged him one time, and I was like, we did a couple shows with the Dirty Heads. Mm-hmm. And I think it was before.
Yeah.
He was, I mean, obviously before.
He was working with Revolution and Iration?
We met at a concert. You were wearing that's
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. It's one of their slammers.
Yeah.
We're going to have to pay for that, by the way. It was so on point.
So how are you feeling about the switch?
I'm every morning at about 3 o'clock,
mm-hmm.
I tell myself
flop sweat.
it's a combination of this is the most overwhelmed I've ever been in my life every day at like 3 a.m. And then I'm like, okay, breathe for a second. I go out and pet the cat, and then I think about it more, and I'm like, yeah, this is the most overwhelmed. I feel like I've been just because it's so much new stuff
mm-hmm.
and getting to know, where to place things in the show.
Yeah, but you're learning.
Also, too, I told you it is a sales job. To do phones on a radio show, especially kind of the way we're doing phones because we're in so many markets. I text somebody, but I get their number and I text them back, and I'm like, hey, can I call you tomorrow? Can I call you later today?
Yeah.
So you're in kind of a warm sale position where they're like, yeah, I want to talk to the show, but then you have to convince.
Are in full sales position. Like I've never heard a phone screener talk to the callers, which is great. It's great.
Oh yeah,
but you were like, you go in.
Well, we have this thing.
You okay? You go Joey drunk sitting at a bar next to a friendly conversation guy. Well, that's you.
Because the way I look at it is, I'm excited to talk. They're listeners, right? They are excited to chime in or whatever. But also, we're prepping them to go on the show.
100%,
and if you're like,
you're right.
If you're like, hey,
see, that's what I would do. That's why I would not be a good.
Was it Shanae? I talked to her for 9 minutes during 2 songs today. I was just like, so what's going on with your life?
And I'm always like typing, working, and I turn around and I think you're talking to me, and then you're like, oh yeah. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I have to say, collectively, probably 99% of the John Jay and Rich callers
mm-hmm.
are the coolest people, nicest people.
Yeah, 100%.
Then there's that 1% where you're kind of like,
Can we pause for 1 second?
Yes.
We did not play the open, and Scott Fisher does not get paid if we don't play this.
Oh, God.
So let me just... All right, Scott, the check's in the mail.
Dude, Scott's had a big week on the John Jay
and Rich show.
He has
had a big week.
Scott Fisher, Kyle Unfug's husband.
Hey, are you new?
What?
I need to be in A for me to hear it.
Oh, here. Well...
The
all
voice
right,
of God.
we're recording differently because there are issues. So, all right. Tell me if this is playing, Nick.
Live on tape from Production Room 6, it's the John Jay and Rich BTS podcast with Joey and Grant.
So we have to pay Scott twice now.
Twice. Dude, he's so expensive.
You think Nick's working for Scott? You think it actually came through back there?
Yeah. What do you get? Like 15%?
All these changes on the John Jay and Rich show, you guys neglected to say that you have hired a producer for your JJR BTS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in here, making sure to keep you guys on topic.
We all changed names when the big transition happened. He's Rick Radfish. I'm Gary Johansson. Yeah, and you are Nick Johnson, but we spell your name with a K.
Nick, if your job is to keep things on track, this is going to be the worst job you've ever had.
Yeah, I shared a room with Greg for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not new here.
I feel like Nick has probably gotten so much more productive in the last 8 months because he hasn't had to hear walking in Memphis for 4 hours a day or whatever.
Walking in Memphis?
I go walking in Memphis.
What's that?
It's just this.
Well, no.
It's
you would play it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just put it on Spotify. And then I'm trying to think, what were the other ones? Elephant Eating a Stick would get a lot of rotations. Any other favorites you haven't heard in a while? Oh, I'm ready. Codaline, I'm ready. There's a really great music video that Nick and I love. He's showing us his belly button. Yeah, this podcast is awesome. What do you got going on this weekend? Now,
I have to work.
You're doing a
Photo booth event.
What, Bosnian wedding again?
No. This is another wedding at the Royal Palm.
Is that nice?
Yeah, it's very nice.
Where's the Royal Palm?
It's at I don't know. Like I think it's on Camelback, but like Camelback in something street, some 40th Street, I don't know.
Some 41 Street.
Something like that. But yeah, no, it's
working all weekend, grinding.
Don't say that. I hate that. I hate people that show you how much they're working.
Rise and grind.
Come on.
No, I like to show you how much I'm working by how sick I look at the end of the week. That's what I like to do. I wanted to bring something up with you. We live in the same town. We live kind of we share a Target. I feel like I've run into Chanel at Target before.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's something that needs to be talked about.
Sure.
Especially in communities like ours.
Mm-hmm.
People going from Target to their cars.
Okay.
Any store to their car.
Uh-huh.
I feel like since people have started wearing masks, since they've started to be like, I need to protect myself, they just walk out in the street. They don't look both ways. I had 3 old ladies, octogenarian types. I had the right of way, clear route, and they like come sprinting out of Target just to like stand in the middle and then slow down.
Okay, so they're in their car and you're walking.
I'm driving. They're walking.
Oh, okay.
I understand that they have the right of way. I will always give pedestrians the right of way. But here's my problem. You give a group of people, you wave them through, and you get the wave back. They say thanks. Thanks for keeping us safe. And then as they're about to finish crossing the street, some old couple walking way too slow will start walking across the street.
So the older couples are confused because in reality, the mask is supposed to protect them from COVID, but they feel the mask will protect them from everything.
They can just blinders on, just do their life.
Yeah.
And I almost accidentally hit a woman last night. 2 nights ago.
That would have been great for the show.
I was going to Petco, and it was kind of like a Michael Scott Meredith situation where I was literally thinking like, God, these pain in the ass. All these people are a pain in the ass. I turned the corner, and then sure enough, I was just that probably 2 seconds away from
rolling. Did you honk?
No, I may have had my window down.
Oh, you yelled?
Yeah, I'm pretty.
What did you say? Let's hear it.
It wasn't. It was just like
we're all friends here.
I was just like something along the lines of like, it's fine. I'm not driving my car or anything.
Oh, okay. The passive aggressive.
Oh,
no cuss words.
Fully aggressive. No.
Yeah, you go passive aggressive.
Yeah,
is what you do.
I really do.
Yeah.
But then the other thing is, I was reading something, and I was like, it's not cool. Like, I don't want to ever get caught like calling somebody a name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want anybody. But if you were to see a video of me on Instagram being like, "Hey," like you'd be like, "That checks out."
Just make sure when you're doing it, you're wearing a Love Up shirt.
That's the 2 times I've almost gotten in fights in Arizona. I was wearing a Love Up shirt. I got into an altercation. It's been far enough along. I hadn't talked about it, but a woman was yelling at a gas station attendant because they didn't have coffee. They didn't have a particular hot coffee on the thing.
Oh, it's 7-Eleven, right?
They had all these other drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, there's no this specific coffee. And so she like tore this guy a new asshole. I'm like, you don't need to do that. Like, go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So I stood up for the gas station attendant.
So you pushed her into an end cap.
Yeah, kind of, with my words.
like you hit her so hard verbally that she just fell over?
I have this, I think you and I both have it, but to varying degrees, where I can see somebody and within 3 seconds I know how to hurt their feelings, right?
Same.
And it's kind of fun. It's like Superman. You can always burn people up with your laser eyes, but you choose not to, right?
Right.
Yeah, so this lady, I just had enough, and I just was like, this guy's just doing his job. Then we're at the stoplight next to each other.
Oh, no.
And they just start yelling and, like, all this stuff. And they're, like, behind me, riding my ass. And then I just, like...
And this was in the morning, right? Before work?
No, it was on a weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
You told me about an altercation at 7-Eleven a different time. Oh, this...
No. Oh, this was recent. The other one, the guy. Yeah, this dude... I go there every day.
Maybe it's you.
Yeah, it's 100% me. 100%. No, I just have expectations in customer service. That's what it is.
Okay.
JB.
It is customer service.
Yes. I walk into 7-Eleven. It's 4:15 in the morning, right? Bing, bong. Thing goes off. Dude's mopping. He looks up at me. I wave. Hey, man. He looks back down at his mop. I'm like, okay. Cool, he's just busy. Maybe he's trying to rush so I can get out of here. He can get to the counter, So I get my Rockstar energy drinks or my Monster energy drinks, and then I go, I beeline it because I'm like, I got to check out quick. Another dude walks in. He says hello to that guy, and then he just keeps mopping. So now I'm standing at the checkout area, and this dude is just sitting mopping the floor, and there's a bell there, like the ding, ring for assistance. And...
Does he have a mop bop going?
He does. Yeah. He's just back there.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. So I am now standing there, and I'm like, I don't want to be a jerk because he's right there. And I don't want to bing and be like, what's up? Come pay attention to me. Did you fart?
No, this mic smells.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Finish your story.
So anyway, I just say, because I'm like, this guy behind me is going to want to check out too in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I just go, hey man, I'm ready to leave. Which should have probably picked my words.
Yeah, probably.
Hey man, can I get, what would you say though? Hey man, I'm ready to, like, I said it like, hey man, I'm ready to leave. So,
hello?
But what would you, like, would you have rung the bell? I just knock over.
I wouldn't have rung the bell.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I see that bell and I'm like, nah, that's not for me.
I did the courtesy thing, which was as I was walking up to the counter, I got my keys in my hand. I'm like jingling, bumping into the can, making noise so he can like, oh, this guy's ready to go.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not ringing that bell.
Yeah.
But then it got to the point where because I chose not to ring the bell, I was a bigger asshole. And I haven't gone back. I've literally driven past that one every morning, and I'm like...
I know which one that is, and I think I had an issue with one of their pumps one time. So I've never gone back either.
And they're the least... Out of all the gas stations... There's 2 gas stations in Gilbert I frequent. Or there's one that I really like, the Get and Run.
Yeah.
That's the hometown, whatever. Yeah. That's my spot. Then there's like a Circle K, and everyone that works in the Circle K in the morning is over the age of 75.
And they're...
You'll walk in at 4:00 in the morning, and there'll be a line of 15 people.
Oh.
And you're just like, and she's like, oh, I made a mistake.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And you're like, come on. But
Wake up, Granny.
But then they hired another guy who was also in his 80s, and same thing. It'll be Saturday morning, busiest time there. There'll be a line around the store. Because,
oh, my goodness.
So between that and the 7-Eleven, I'm just, Joey, I'm fit to be tied with Gilbert gas station.
Fit to be tied, huh? Wow. Yeah, it's, I don't have the, I don't ever go in anywhere in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll get gas sometimes, but I'm not going in anywhere. But you like get snacks for the show.
Huh.
Yeah.
I like to get, lately, if I'm gonna do anything, I like the Cheez-It snack. Like it's like their pub mix.
Yeah, but you got a weird Cheez-It the other day.
Ugh, like their 4 cheese.
The barbecue one.
Ugh. Yeah, it was a barbecue. It was a Cheez-It snapped. One of their thin things.
I'm telling you, man, Buffalo Cheez-Its are by far
never seen them. I would love to.
The best Cheez-It.
Interesting.
They melt in your mouth. It's crazy.
I used to love white cheddar Cheez-Its. Are they better than white cheddar?
Okay, they have the texture of the white cheddar Cheez-It, but it's buffalo.
Because I like the stuff, how it's like the white cheddar ones. It's like good wheat. It's like coated in this powder.
Yes, that's exactly how it is. Yeah,
Ooh.
Melts in your mouth.
What have you been eating a lot of? Like what has been? Because I have a couple things that
a lot of bacon. Since we had
really,
I had a BLT last night.
That BLT discussion that we had 3 weeks ago, that thing took off.
I know, and the Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip even made it to the A show, the John Jay and Rich show.
I know. I talked about Miracle Whip a few times in the past few weeks, and I feel like it's too much at this point.
Well, yeah, it's because also too, and then I was thinking, oh yeah, Caitlin and I did a Miracle Whip bit.
Yeah, the ecosystem of this show has done maybe 2.5 hours on Miracle Whip in the past few weeks.
Yeah, I mean they're a good 2.5 hours.
Yeah, solid content. So Miracle Whip, if you're listening, we would love a sponsorship.
Yeah, I don't understand why Miracle Whip hasn't jumped on that gravy train that is the JJR BTS podcast.
Yeah, maybe it's because we just do it whenever.
I mean, you know what? You ready for a hot take about podcasting?
Oh boy, here we go.
Not every show needs to be 2 hours long with an episode every week.
That's insane.
Especially because a lot of the people that are doing these new podcasts, like the new ones that are blowing up, they're like TikTokers.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like social media influencers are getting into the podcast game. It's like, what do you have to say? What is interesting? I understand there's people who can talk, who can do podcasting and probably make it great, and you need to learn how to do it. So I get that. But what does an 18-year-old TikToker have to say about life that I have any interest in?
Okay, let me be devil's advocate here.
Love it.
What do I have to say? What do you have to say?
Right.
We're in the business of communication, but I don't know. I think it's a case-by-case basis.
Right. I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that thought. But I feel like you and I have a lane at least. Like you're defined, I'm defined.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the time, I think if our listeners were like, here's a scenario, Joey or Grant, you'd be like, Joey.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Grant.
fair.
You know what
fair.
I mean?
Yeah.
Where I don't know. But then again, you're right. Who are we?
Yeah, who the fuck are we?
Half the time I'm editing episodes and it'll be like, why would anybody care about this? You know what I'm saying?
But people do.
But then I'm like,
the things that we think people won't care about, they care about.
Right. Yeah, it's really cool because also the other thing that I was thinking about the other night, you know when you're on the toilet and you get like a message on Instagram and you're like, oh man, this person listens from Peru or whatever.
Right.
I had one of those moments where I was like, there are a lot of people. We have a giant platform.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, how
it's amazing to me that anyone cares what I have to say.
Just like it's like we'll put on an episode and we'll be like, oh, 100,000 people listen this week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we can get paid.
And you're, but also
I'm kidding.
It's one of those things where you're also like, well, if we're doing this well and there's podcasts that are blowing up,
right?
What are their numbers like?
Or they're not blowing up.
Good thinking. Good. What have you watched this week? Anything? Did you watch Firefly Lane or Behind?
I've watched Your Honor all week.
You said
with Bryan Cranston.
You said you made a statement earlier in the week. You said Succession might be your new favorite show.
Oh, it goes Excuse me. I don't
watch. Getting choked up. It's very emotional for Joey.
I just had an idea. After Succession.
Love it.
You're going to like this.
I'll write down idea under Batman costume.
So, Succession, Breaking Bad's my favorite show of all time.
Okay.
Succession, I don't know if it's number 2, but it's definitely the best show I've seen since Breaking Bad.
Okay.
I was just obsessed with Succession.
How quickly did you watch Succession?
Probably 2 seasons in a little over a week.
It's great.
I've been watching Your Honor this week with Bryan Cranston, and I just said that right?
Yeah.
Not as good as Breaking Bad. It's okay. It's weird because he's kind of playing the same character, but it's just not as good. I have 2 episodes left, which apparently, like, the last episode's like, it's crazy, but...
There's not a part of me that... I don't think that show's for me. It makes me too uncomfortable just watching the trailer. I'm like, this is a show filled with uncomfortable moments, right? Like, awkward...
Yeah.
Is it that way?
It stinks, man.
It's probably the windscreen.
It smells like undercarriage.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fun.
It smells like if you haven't taken a shower. And
what happens if you pop the filter off?
I don't even know if it's the mic. It's just like a smell that's like coming towards me. Maybe it's coming from your side.
I don't think it's me. I hope it's not me.
Maybe it's me.
I did shit my pants on the way to work. I almost pooped my pants on the way to work today. I had a bump on the 202, and I was like, I gotta...
Welcome to the club.
But you know the thing where it's like, blah, 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 and you're like, I gotta fart?
Yeah.
Fart.
Where do you think Nick went?
Home.
He's still here.
Yeah,
We're supposed to go to lunch, I think. Maybe he's pooping again.
He's got to,
I bet he had diarrhea. All right.
Gotta back it up.
So, speaking of Succession,
Yeah.
There's a character on that show that I enjoy very much, and he reminds me of someone.
Oh my God. Yeah, you did.
That used to work here.
I love this.
And this person texts me all the time, and I text them. It'll be like, hey, how's it going? And I text like a week later.
No, but this person that you're talking about will always be like, hey, saw the Whopper went on sale for $1.49. Get a couple fries there, bud. And you're just like, okay, like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but he's a darling. He's a good person.
He's an awesome dude.
So we're gonna give him a call. Yeah.
I am so excited for this. Oh my God. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
There's no way he answers.
I bet he does. We're leaving him a voicemail either way.
Oh, cool. I love that.
Hi, you've reached Andrew from the voicemail. Sorry I can't make it to the phone, but if you leave a brief message and your number, I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Andrew, it's Joey.
Hi, and your former friend, Grant.
Yeah, and we were calling to catch up with you, but apparently you don't answer your phone.
And we had a brand new PlayStation 5 that we were going to give to you.
Yes, we wanted to congratulate you on your calf implants that you recently got. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was going to be a surprise, but if he's not going to answer,
and also while we're talking about you don't need to do anything to improve yourself, Andrew.
Yeah.
You are beautiful just the way you are.
It's true.
That Bruno Mars song is about you, bud.
So, yeah, take care, bud.
Yeah, give us a call back.
I don't know why I said bud twice.
Bud, I mean.
Bud. Okay, love you. Sweet dreams.
Mm.
That was weird.
Yeah, it was.
That's exactly how I wanted it to go, though.
Yeah, that is Andrew.
It'll make him uncomfortable.
It will. He'll turn bright red. He'll be like, why are these people calling me? I haven't talked to this one dude in probably 6 years.
So if anybody out there watches Succession, which I highly, highly recommend watching it. It's so good. There is a character on the show named Greg, and they call him Greg the Egg. And this Andrew reminds me a lot of Greg the Egg. And it's not because Greg's a stupid character. It's just they just have the same personality. They're so nice.
So nice.
So nice. And people sometimes kind of like crap on Greg.
Yeah.
And kind of take advantage sometimes, which I know we used to do, but it was all in good fun because we loved Andrew.
Does Greg ever get mad on the show?
No.
Because that was there was always a point, and I mean, we only saw it a couple times, but when Andrew actually got mad.
And he got mad. Actually, the picture I sent you, he got mad at one of the pictures you took of him.
Wait, the one with him doing the finger?
That's true.
I took all these. Yeah, I would. Used to be back in the day. I'd just go in his office and be like, "Hey, Andrew, let me take a picture of you," and then I'd put like a mustache on him and a beret.
Okay.
And then I'd put. Remember, I edited him into your wedding photos, so it looked like Chanel was marrying him.
I think I'm gonna post that this year for Chanel's birthday.
It's so good.
Do you remember what he used, the nice gesture he used to do for me like every morning, and it pissed me off because I'm an asshole?
I remember there was one thing he would do, and we still recreate it.
It's not the door thing.
Okay.
Well, he would do that in addition to this.
Would he bring you breakfast?
He'd bring me McDonald's breakfast every morning, and I'm like, Andrew, I'm on a diet. I can't. I don't want this.
Yeah, you were at the peak of like.
Yeah,
healthy.
I was in.
You had your regimen on the wall.
I was eating 6 meals a day.
Yeah, you were hardcore on it.
And just a guy trying to bring in some breakfast.
And there's nothing harder than turning away.
I'd eat it, of course.
McDonald's hash browns. Did he ever bring you a hash brown?
He brought me a burrito and hash browns.
Dude, those breakfast burritos are so good.
Yeah.
You get 2 for $2.
See, now I would want those burritos. He just caught me in a weird time in my life.
You know what we need to bring back, and I think this might be a good place to end
Andrew?
it. Yeah, Andrew. This might be a good place to end the podcast, but hey, let's get the listeners involved. I think we need to lobby to bring back.
Oh my God, it's me.
Uh-oh. What happened?
I'm the one that stinks. It's not the mic. It's me.
What happened?
I don't know.
He's smelling his wrist. What's on your wrist?
I don't know. It smells terrible.
Like butt? Or like just mildew?
Oh man, it's yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, but you know how will
you get out of here and take a fucking shower?
But will you smell that on your way home and be like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to talk.
There's some there are some smells where I'm like, yeah, I realize I realize it's me, but I'm fine with it.
It's amazing. Yeah.
What I was gonna say is maybe the BTS listeners can get involved, but Free Burrito Friday needs to come back.
Yeah.
And it needs to come back in a capacity where neither one of us are paying for it.
Yeah. Well, you never have, so maybe you
but,
try once.
But I'd be down for Free Burrito Friday if it was you, me, and Nick.
Okay.
But if it's you, me, Nick, John Jay, Suzette, Kyle, Rich,
yeah,
I would be like,
Well.
But here's what I'm saying. I think we need to. Who makes a good burrito? Maybe like
Salad and Go.
Okay,
that's the burritos we always get, and they're $3.
Salad and Go, yeah, they're perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find something.
If you
work at Salad to Go,
yeah, Salad and Go.
If you work,
you ever been to Salad and Go?
I haven't.
It's amazing.
There's one.
You don't like salads though, do you?
I'll take one.
What about a wrap?
I'll take a wrap.
Yeah, a salad and a wrap.
You know what I like? I like a good Caesar salad.
Dude. Okay, every time when I go to Salad and Go, I get their chicken Caesar wrap.
Ooh.
It's so good.
What was the place you used to get wraps from? We went after the Royal Rumble. Are they still open? Mad Greens?
Mad Greens. I don't go there anymore. It's not close to my house now.
Oh, okay.
And they piss me off.
Did they?
Because it's like $11 for a chicken Caesar salad wrap, and it's like, really?
I don't understand. With COVID, I know we're not talking about COVID or anything, but what I'm saying is, at some point, prices need to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm tired. It sucks when you go to McDonald's, right? And you're like, I just need to eat something quick, and you order a meal, and they're like, all right, that'll be $12.95. Yeah, and you're like, this was supposed to be a fucking.
It's snack. McDonald's.
Yeah, but I mean, Burger King, any of those places.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to Salad and Go.
Salad and Go.
Because we were pitching something and we went away.
Yeah.
We went away.
Well, okay, so salad to...
See, Nick's not here.
Salad and Go. That's right?
Salad and Go.
If you work for Salad and Go, see, what can we do to make Free Burrito Friday? I mean, all we're asking for, truthfully...
We're influencers.
What we're trying to get is Salad and Go for... you, me, and Nick. Because he's our producer. Is that banging? It's a ghost.
Whoa.
No, I think somebody's doing something downstairs. But yeah, so here's what I'm saying. It's only like, what? That's $9.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen. Then we can work on the John G. and Rich Free Burrito Friday.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so I think we can make this work.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm all for it. But only on Fridays.
Yeah.
It would be weird otherwise.
Yeah, we don't want free burrito every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, I definitely do.
If we could get that Chipotle membership for life card that they don't do anymore.
They don't do that anymore?
I don't think so.
John G. and Rich have one.
Do they?
You didn't know that?
Did they have a lifetime one?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was going to say that sucks. How often do you think they've used their lifetime?
I don't know. Like if I had a lifetime card to Chipotle
every day,
I would pull it out. Well, I would pull it out and show every.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I would.
You keep it taped to your dick.
I
you whip it out.
No, I would. I would flex all the time with that Chipotle card.
And by flex, also, you'd probably use it multiple.
Why not?
4 times a week?
Yeah.
Would you use it that much?
Yes.
Can you go?
But I think you can only get 1 burrito per day with it.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with that too.
If I could get
Chanel would have to pay for her own.
Could you get a bowl? You probably do burrito bowl.
Probably.
We need to work. That's what we need.
Yeah.
In order to continue this podcast, we need all of our food and drink paid for.
I agree.
That's it.
I mean, that's reasonable.
Totally reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good information, Joey.
Thank you.
Free Burrito Friday. We can make it happen. And then what we could do is then we can make free burrito. Once we get this ball rolling, we can get free Burrito Friday for other people.
That seems fair.
If you're a BTS, I'm putting the cart so far in front of the horse right now. We're doing giveaways all week. Yeah, so I'm out of energy.
Okay, yeah, me too.
How are you? Nap or on
no
to
nap
the Friday?
Today. No
Just
nap.
Straight to rage.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna watch a lot of TV today.
Your photo booth event is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So you can go home and. Is Chanel have big plans for you on Friday nights?
No.
Or does she?
No, we're not doing anything.
Has she figured out Fridays are the not fun days? Well, you had a day last week on Friday.
Yeah. I was up all day.
Like you left here, you got here at 4.
Yeah.
3:45-ish. And then you left and then you went to a brunch.
Yeah.
And then
which started with beers at like 9:30.
And then you went to another restaurant later in the day?
Yeah, I was and it was one of those things where it's like you have these friends in town and they're not in town for very long.
Right.
And they're ready to go.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to have fun with them too, but it was like if I go home, I'm not coming back out.
Your thing was you left here and you were gonna go to the airport and take them to the brunch place.
Right.
And then you were gonna have late lunch again. Something it was crazy. I was just like,
oh
no.
yeah. So yeah, they were meeting someone at lunch, and then they were gonna have breakfast. And it was just like, yeah, it was just too much.
Too much, man.
So,
well,
they're gone.
Joey Bradfish over there on all the social medias. I am at Pomo and Kitch. You can text us 910-557-2871. Gotten a few texts. I accidentally logged out of the information on my phone, but.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it's cool because I get some terrible person stuff, and then I get some BTS follow up.
Yeah, let me know if there's anything that.
Yeah, I should have had that prepped. My bad.
It prep for this. Don't worry about it.
No,
it's
dude.
Fine.
Next week we are fully produced.
Okay.
We're gonna have 5 guests.
Well, I mean, if it's Nick, yeah.
Nick is the master producer.
He's not even...
Has anybody given him a shout out on the air or otherwise, acknowledging how much he's done in the last month?
No, and I don't think anybody should.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, good. Yeah, we shouldn't start here then.
No, absolutely no. I'm kidding. Nick is great. Show would not work without Nick and Grant and
Joey.
I think everybody else.
The 3. Can you imagine if it's just one day we show up and it's just the 3 of us at like 4:45?
We're opening up the mics.
Yeah, we're like, hey, we're going live.
I know how these logs work. I know what time we need to be out.
If there's a snowstorm in Phoenix and nobody can get out of their house and we made it here somehow from Gilbert.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Go viral.
All right, Joey.
Hey, rate and review our podcast. We asked you to leave reviews of our podcast on iTunes, but only giving your reviews of Miracle Whip.
I think now we need to mention Free Burrito Friday in there.
Yes,
I think.
And your favorite item from Salad and Go, maybe.
Yeah. Or what burrito what do you like in your burrito? Put that in. I love the fact that you can go to iTunes right now and it's not like a review board. It's like a message board about BLTs. I'm like, that's what's up.
Now we're gonna go to burritos.
That's what's up. Yeah. What do you like in your breakfast burrito? Are you a bacon guy? Are you a ham person?
Mm-hmm.
Chicken? Do people put chicken in breakfast burritos?
That's insane if they do.
That's a Chick-fil-A thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
and
not for me.
And it's a wrap at that point. It's not a burrito.
It's not a burrito.
Okay.
Well, it's a burrito, but it's not a breakfast burrito. You can't put egg and chicken in there.
It's horseshit, brother. That's what
That's
it
right.
is. Rate and review wherever you listen. And send Joey and I a message wishing us well. Right?
Yeah. Why not?
I'm done, dude.
Okay.
I'm burnt.
Knock it off.
Woo!